Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubers? I'm back again, Justin. There it is. Now we're holding it right. Nice. As I was trying to say before I almost dropped my phone, hello there, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTuberverse. I'm back once again with another video. And if you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Glad to see you again. Everything's doing good overall. Just doing a catch-up video. Still hanging out and doing well with me as well. All is just good and all chill. I cleaned up all those cans that you saw in the one short that one day, man. I in the room and stuff, but I was normally supposed to have Tuesdays off, and I expected to do that yesterday, so I had to work instead, which is fine. Very slow day though, man. Jeez, them slow days be crazy. Because you want to work, you want to get your stuff done, you want to be able to do what you got to do and go home. But once everything's done with the animals, once all the shelves and stuff are organized, and once all's looking all right, you have no other choice but to just kind of wait around and hope people come around for help. A lot of the customers that did come through that were very sparse. It was just in and out kind of a thing, you know. Sometimes it's good to talk with customers, make sure they're getting the stuff that they need to do. A lot of new time pet owners ask a lot of questions, so sometimes I can spend up to about half an hour with customers, and this will be about all different species. A lot of the people at my store, thankfully, are super duper good when it comes to cats and dogs. And a couple of people have other types of animals. Like we got one dude who's got a bearded dragon. We got one dude who did have bunnies, just like myself. You know, bunnies live only so long. And my bunny was about 6 years old. I had her for about 5 years. It was absolutely a joy to have. They are destructive though, and they cost a lot. And there's weird stuff about them. I've done a video, I think it's almost over a year ago, and I tried doing the editing stuff and whatnot through the computer. It was fun, but it was time consuming. I didn't get exactly the results I felt like I wanted to out of the video, especially out there when everyone's doing like all this crazy stuff, man. It's just, I'd much rather stick with what I'm good at, and that's just doing this right here as I am. We all got our strengths. Mine's with animals, and just, you know, sitting down and talking. And I do like to try and pass on knowledge and learn things back, which is why I love the community out there that we're building, because I'm actually learning stuff from you guys in turn. Not just about animals and stuff, but about you guys too and stuff, and you know where you're coming from. I got this one dude who made a comment that he has been a recovering alcoholic for years. Another person's working third shift bacon jobs and taking care of dogs still. And there's another dude who works at PetSmart pretty much full time and has a couple of very pretty cats, siblings together, like their little male and female cat. Very nice peoples, all in this community. It's just three people, quick examples. Everyone out there is also so much more amazing and stuff as well. Not more than them. I mean, just there's so much more to all you guys and what I've learned, and that's super cool. And I love hearing about that stuff because all these different, you know, lifestyles and backgrounds and stuff, they do have a lot of stuff that they know that I don't. Because especially with the video I made a few days ago, I went by what it says on the lamps with these things. If you have a Thrive lamp or a lamp that any kind of zoom mat or anything, a heat lamp of any kind of sort, what it tells you to do when anything breaks down, then you should get rid of that lamp. And then so the switch, I never had this happen in like almost very close to 10 years of working with these lamps and stuff. Actually, it would be 10 years. It was just because I had the null for a bit and then had a few years because I took care of a husky. And when you have a husky, you can't really have reptiles and stuff. So when I had Nanook, it was no other animals but Nanook. He was full time. And then Rorschach's trying to sit in my lap. Sorry. Hey, buddy. So Rorschach's gonna be sitting here. Oh no, he's not gonna move along. Never mind. But with Nanook, I couldn't have any other animals because he was a husky. You know, he brought bunnies from the yard and stuff. You know, he was doing good things. He was doing puppy things, stuff that a good dog should do. But I didn't want to get an animal and then have it get, you know, treated the husky treatment, so to speak. So with that, when he passed away in 2018, it was lady after that, and I started working with these lamps and stuff. So it's been a very long time working with these lamps. And the first time I ever had an issue where the switch actually snapped in a way, and it would click on when it was on the off side and stuff. But what bothered me is that there was this staticky, electrically charged sound cord sort of thing in the cord or something on the switch whenever I would try and switch it. And then it started doing it when I wasn't doing anything at all with it. So there was something unstable with the circuit in my mind. So I unplugged the source for power and threw it away. And I had a couple comments saying, well, just change the switch. Just clip it and redo it. But these are heating lamps, and there's living creatures relying on these lamps. So I would probably like to learn to do that stuff because it's always reduce and reuse, and I'm not normally throwing something away. And so, again, this is where I'm getting at. So I'm just very thankful for the community that's growing. I'm very thankful for all the backgrounds reaching out and talking about yourselves some, which is great. And that's the other part of this channel is talking about stuff and, trying to get that good vibe back in the YouTubes kind of a thing. It's out there still, but unfortunately, a lot of just the hype is overshadowing past all the chill and the calm. So even if I'm not going to get no big quick or anything, even though there's no super viral strats in my plans here, man, I'm taking it one step at a time, smooth and simple. And you know what? If I do make money from this channel, it's because I'm going to be a YouTube partner for it. I know how to do it. I've done some research on the ways that you're supposed to do it and everything. And then, so from there, it's just me working through that. And if that revenue comes, there might be merch and stuff. I'd like to do stuff. And the merch would be for more animal focus, of course. I might do things. It's a lot of stuff. The channel's growing, and so my ideas are kind of rolling in. But I'm also saying all this because it's just, I'm thankful, I'm excited, but we're not going to jump the gun. I'm not going to go leaping anywhere without looking. And I always take it one step at a time, take it in stride, So when it comes to that, I'm very thankful. It's very exciting. As I get closer to 1,000, that's step one to get some money through the YouTube's algorithms and things. From there is then working on the amount of views. So I'll be trying to work on doing more videos, more content, more shorts. Rorschach is a plethora of wild and wilderness. So when it comes to that, man, he's always providing some fun. And I'm always working with new animals at my job. I always have stuff I'm finding my animals doing that's very fun. The fish tank right now is going through some craziness. I really don't know what was up with those neon tetras that the guy gave me, but they've been dropping off one by one, and I don't know their age or anything, or what kind of tank he had for sure beforehand, but I think just the transfer, and then the fact that half of the school kind of dropped very suddenly, I think the other ones are just kind of falling away. So I'm gonna have to, as money gets fixed up and everything again, I have some stuff I've got to do, but as money gets fixed up and I keep getting my things together, I'll be able to fix that tank up. But for right now, the fish tank is going to be focused more on the plants and stuff and the animals that are already in there, and probably any kind of fish that would need rescuing or something, or a home where it is very calm, because I don't use filters, I use bubblers and stuff, and it's a lot of live plants, a lot of floating stuff. I only have one artificial thing, and it's like this hammock that's used for, it's a plastic hammock normally used for reptile stuff, a Thrive hammock kind of thing. But with that, it works so good for the fish. I see the corridors in it at night, and what they'll do, which is very funny, they'll play around in it and stuff, and they'll go right up to the tap. It's just my phone. Go right up to the top of the water, and you hear splashing noises and stuff. They're very fun. But I'm going to have to take time on thinking what to do with the fish tank. Scabbers is doing good. I have to get him to the vet soon, just get him checked up. He's making some little noises and things. He's old, so if I find out that it is cancer or something, I'll just try to give him the best life and medicines that I can. Otherwise, we'll have to see. Other than that, everyone's doing great. Dramoka's old too. I'm surprised she's doing so good. She laid an egg not too long ago. Dramoka's the Keeping False chameleon. She's about 6, going into 7 here soon. Because I got her 2018, man. So I mean, just a little catch up, a little talk, a little hello, a little hey. Hoping y'all are doing very good. Doing this in the morning right now at work and everything. And it's just because I didn't do one yesterday. Worked late, and it was a very slow day. I was just very drained. So I did a few shorts and stuff instead. And I do hope you guys enjoy those kind of things. But tomorrow, my plan with my day off, because I have nothing I'm doing tomorrow. I'm meeting my parents up on Saturday. Tomorrow's plan on my day off is to celebrate how all of y'all have been asking a lot of questions about animals. I've gotten most of my questions about leopard geckos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick off another deep dive video kind of thing. Not so much about ladies specifically, but I will do a video about leopard gecko care, different types of substrate you would use, different type of lighting and heating methods I've seen before. And I'll kind of go through those and let you guys know what I think about them, judge best to worst in some scenarios. And I'll even tell you all my favorite wattage for a leopard gecko and everything. But this is my personal preference on stuff. This is just one take. I always tell people who watch my videos, do other videos, watch other people, compare and contrast the information, and use your own good smarts you got up there, because I know y'all got that. And use that to make the best decision for your animal based on its behavior and where you live, because different parts of the world do provide different levels of humidity, cold, heat. It will affect your home on the inside, though you do have internal heating or insulation or ways to probably deal with that. Your animals will know in some weird way where they're kind of at, and you will have to adjust to that to make it more comfortable for them. So, I'm going to give you my take. I live in the southeast coast of North America in North Carolina, so, you know, my way of taking care of my animals, especially my lizards, is a little different because the humidity is high around here, and even inside the house of the North Carolina area, that can be felt. So, I'm going to tell you guys what I do. If you live in a different place in the world or anything like that, again, compare and contrast other people. There's people who are all the way in Europe and stuff, the UK, that do some really good videos about stuff. I think there's a girl, her name is like Leopard Gecko or something, that actually does videos, and she lives in the UK, completely different environment, much cooler. So it's cool to see how different people in different parts of the world. And then another good channel for that is Wiccan's Wicked Reptiles. Goodness, tongue twister. Because that dude lives in Canada. And so he has a lot of different animals, different reptiles, and different environment from that. So a couple channels to look at if you're looking at leopard gecko facts off the top of my dome. There's so many good ones out there. If you just look up leopard gecko care, some of the top 5 videos that you're going to see are going to be really good ones. With that, people, I'm going to get going. I need to get ready for the work today. Get ready for working today. Yeah, meant to say it like that, something. But got to do stuff. Got to be an adult. Have off tomorrow. So I'm going to do a lot more videos and things. I expect a few more shorts today and stuff, man. Again, I'm just going to keep grinding, keep rolling it out, because at this point, the channel's doing so much more than I thought. And you amazing people are definitely to thank for that. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to do stuff. I know you probably got to too. So let's get busy out there and do good. With that, peace out.